Warning, warning. Two idiots are wondering if freedom is that way. Please cover your ears and await further instruction.
Hello and welcome back to Discovering SCP.
Ow! That was the sound of me putting a bullet in the back of your head.
Well
You
done,
thought you could get
47.
away with it? With lies? You thought you could get away with it? I've completed the mission.
What lies?
Where's the money you promised me?
Well, you
Person who talks to Agent 47.
You
I
mean
haven't played
Diana?
Hitman. Diana, where's the money?
Agent 47. It's been transferred to your account. Well done.
I checked my account. How much was the Tanhony bounty worth?
$10.
$10?
Yeah.
That's like not even
Do you know
10
why?
British pounds.
Because
Why?
a Tanhony death isn't worth much. He just comes right back, baby!
The bounty resets with each time he's dead.
Yeah.
Wait, do you have a number on your head, like the fifth dead? Like, what number is it at?
There's just numbers all over my body. It's like a 1 on my head, and then zeros everywhere else, covering every other inch of skin.
Oh my god! That's horrifying. Did you ever watch Cannon Busters?
I didn't know it was Cannon Busters.
It's like this little Netflix anime. It's like alright. I liked it. But the main guy, he was also immortal, and when he died, like he would get like a mark on his skin, I think, or his number would go up, and it reminded me of that.
I remember this like cheesy story I read somewhere, and it's like about a guy, and he was born with a birthmark that's like 665 somewhere on his skin, and his mum was like, "Oh, your father had one. It said 664," and then he gets a call from the hospital. His wife has had a baby.
Was that your take on 2-sentence horror?
that was me butchering that story, but the implication, of course, is that his baby is the Antichrist.
But I don't understand, like, if you understand the numbers going up, why wouldn't you just, like... Well, I guess it's hard to just tell someone to kill themselves because they have a number on their body. I don't know. Would you, if you were 665 in the line of the 666, would you kill yourself to prevent 666 being born?
I just wouldn't fuck.
What?
I just wouldn't fuck. There would be no...
You wouldn't fuck? So no changes from your normal life, is what you're telling me.
Yeah. You know,
Right.
I'm looking down at my birthmark right now. The noble sacrifice I've made for this country.
Is that your opener on Tinder? It's like, ladies, who wants to help me bring the Antichrist forth? Eyes emoji.
Let us turn this world to rubble.
I kind of want to make a dating profile now that's like over the top chuny. Oh my god, that'd be so good.
But we're not here to talk about my sex life.
We're here to talk about your SCP life. What's happening in SCP
Isn't it the same
news?
thing?
Oh, that's... I don't know what the implication
Yeah,
of that
neither
is.
do I just sort of said something that every second I spent thinking about it reveals it was a bad idea. I'd like to apologise. I said some bad stuff about the SCP community.
Wait, you need to put Rocky on in camera and be like petting him. Like...
I never wanted to make a video like this, you guys.
Okay, SCP news. I need to stop looking at anime art on Twitter.
Is that the news?
I didn't hear much. The biggest news I saw was that Entropy got like a commission of their OC, and it reminded me of the Leorio meme because JTKC commented on that. And you saw the train in art, I think,
I did,
that we
yeah.
did. Aside from that, okay, I'll pull up. I don't know of any other relevant news.
That's barely SCP news.
The last big thing was Cold Post Con. See, that's the thing about SCP community. It's like when there's no drama, it's like silence.
Like, who cares?
It's like
Someone
if there's
get
no
banned.
drama and there's no contest, it's like crickets. I think people have been talking about the biggest piece of news lately has been the OGL stuff, which I've been very big on. I'm an orc boy now, full send. Have you heard about all the details on that?
I'm vaguely familiar. There's like a licensing thing. Everyone's mad about it. It's bad. But what orcs coming
So basically, I'm gonna give you a very quick TLDR. I may miss some things, but this is sort of how it is. So D&D operated on an OGL open gaming license.
Okay.
So the idea was kind of like with SCP's thing, is they wanted to be like, hey, anyone can use like the D&D stuff, like the system, like rolling D20s, adding the skills, yada yada, and like general D&D type game mechanics. But there was like some clause about how that could be changed later. But in back in the 2000s, Wizards was like, we're never going to abuse this. We want people to be able to make other RPGs. Yada yada yada. Fast forward, and the CEO of Wizards was like, by the way, people don't think about this much, but like D&D is such a big thing now that it's like this huge like big thing of worth for Hasbro, who owns Wizards, that isn't really being cashed on as much as it could. So we should change it so that everyone who makes D&D stuff, their stuff is our stuff, and they have to pay us like royalties. And everyone was like, fuck that, that's crazy. So D&D's like, okay, we'll walk it back. And people were like, no, we don't believe that. And meanwhile, while that was going on, Paizo, who's probably D&D's biggest competitor, but like still not really comparable size-wise, they make Pathfinder, by the way.
Okay.
They got a whole bunch of other like tabletop publishers together, and they are creating something called ORC, which is, I forgot what it stands for. ORC license acronym. I'm looking this up. So ORC is like, basically it's a new license they're making that it's kind of in the similar vein. Everybody can use this stuff and these mechanics together. However, it'll be held by a non-profit third-party entity and can never be revoked, so it's like safe to use.
Okay.
ORC license tabletop acronym. And then D&D, in a desperate bid, was like, we'll make our D&D license CC, and it'll be irrevocable. But then they changed the meaning of the word irrevocable in the contract and all this other sneaky shit. So people are like en masse moving away from D&D to other RPGs, which is like a dream come true for every DM. And that's sort of like the bare bones gist of the drama. You really have to read more in depth, but basically like D&D's falling apart, and a bunch of other tabletops are making this thing called ORC, which is, just think of it like the SCP license, kind of, sort of.
You know what I think?
What?
Overarm's time to come to the limelight.
The crazy thing about Overarms is it doesn't work in Havoc Moon because you don't follow any of the rules except how to roll. That is the only rule that is followed.
I follow the rules I like the look of, and that I can remember.
We don't use DCs. I don't think we've ever rolled for something that's just us and not our stands, because the DCs are always so high. We've never used money or shopping or like special moves.
So,
and I don't think we've ever tracked AP properly because we just decided not to use that.
Fucking God, who fucking cares about AP?
This guy hates rules. The sad thing about it too is like it's not a hard system to follow. You're just so rules averse. It's like one of the simplest systems. What I'm saying, Tan, is you need to
if
DM
it was up to
something
me, you'd flip a coin.
So bad.
It's like
you should run
anti-tyranny.
You should run a Powered by the Apocalypse game. That's way more up your system. It's mostly improv based. The dice are all D6s. Very simple.
Sounds good.
You would love it.
Check it out. This episode's sponsored by whoever that is.
Hey, we've spent like 8.5 minutes talking about tabletops.
This is insane. How long has it been since we said the word SCP?
Anyway, you ready to read some SCPs today? Do you have anything planned, or are we doing our usual formula?
Well, we've got one more week of the usual formula. We're going to have that international stuff next week. I do apologise, guys. But
this guy hates the international community.
I do, actually. No, I don't.
And someone clip that, take it out of context, upload it to Twitter.
It's caused an international incident.
Someone cuts it together, and it's like Tanhony being like, I hate Poland!
Oh my god. It's true, though. No, it's not. I can't.
Someone cut it, take it out of context, upload it to Twitter.
I like to apologise to the Polish people.
Oh my god, this is so good.
I'm like anyway. Fucking United Nations in front of like all the countries. Like, I'd like to apologise for my recent comments.
The first SCP I see was uploaded less than a half hour ago, so fresh off the fucking
SCP-7953. Am I looking at the same one?
Hell yeah. And this was written by Canada 173. Alright, so if you don't upvote this, you really do hate the international community.
And the statue, and Peanut.
And Peanut. Alright, you ready to read this to me?
Yeah, this is called, well, I don't know what it's fucking called, I don't read this language, but it's something .tiff with 2 Fs.
Wait, how do you see that? Where's that at?
It's on the main list.
Okay, how? How are you doing this? You go to new pages like me, right?
This? Well, yeah, then I went to the main list afterwards to check what the title was.
Oh, I think I know exactly why this... Okay, hold on.
What?
I'm worried to read this because I saw the words Ukraine and Russia in it, and now I'm scared.
Okay.
Tan. You ready for this, Tan?
Let's take a look. I'd like to
You
cautiously...
do not take responsibility for what Canada 173 wrote.
The views of Canada 173 do not reflect the views of Discovering SCP.
All right. Now, let's go ahead and read this, and if it gets scary, we'll bounce.
Yeah, if it gets scary, novelists, kill it. Kill the feed. Item number, SCP-7953. Object class not Euclid, but neutralized. Oh, we've got a good start here in the containment procedures.
Fuck yes, let's go!
The SCP has been contained inside a Faraday cage.
I actually love the idea you mentioned of an SCP gacha where you like open Faraday cages. It's so good.
Placed inside a 5 by 5 meter copper hemisphere. Inside of a 10 by 10 by 10 meter standard concrete containment chamber. No personnel can come within 20 meters of SCP-7953. All public instances of the SCP be encrypted and neutralized. Subjects who view the SCPs will be pursued by MTF Delta 18 feline fetchers and terminated.
Oh my god, if you see this, you have to die?
You're killed by the cat boys.
Oh boy, alright, you ready?
Containment update 4/04/2024. Due to the events of Addendum 7953-01, the SCP will be contained in a 3 by 3 meter hemisphere instead of the copper hemisphere.
Sorry I missed the first parentheses. I was drinking water. I didn't think it would come up again so soon.
Containment update like a week later. I don't fucking know. Due to the effects of Addendum 7953-02, the SCP has been reclassified to neutralized. I will now be contained under a locker in storage room 19-55-3B. So not in the locker, under the locker, I notice.
Is it neutralized if it's still being contained?
I guess so.
I thought neutralized meant it died.
More curiously, I notice it's not contained in the locker, but under the locker. We slide it under there, I guess.
Yeah, fuck you. Who's gonna pick up a locker?
That's the security.
It's too heavy.
It's like, I can't. Can you help me lift? Blush? Description. As the SCP was an anomalous Nikon Z6 2 photo camera with picture.
You got it. I was so worried you walked back on your character development after we established last season you knew Roman numerals.
With a picture of a ragdoll cat replicated five times in its memory, named SCP-1-5, found exactly 21 kilometers away from Russia's border of Ukraine in the town of Rakitno, Russia. Each photo on the camera would wirelessly transmit itself to any device near it, including TVs, cellular phones, and other cameras. The photos will cause mild paranoia in the first hour, with dizziness, insanity, and vomiting follow. How do we define insanity? Well, hold on, dizziness, insanity, and vomiting.
I love how insanity just like escalating.
It's vomiting's worse.
Yeah, vomiting's worse than insanity.
Following until death occurs in around 3 days. Coincidentally, the same symptoms resulting from listening to Discovering SCP.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know how you all have made it this long.
Testing has shown that the SCP has had 3 stages of being. Tranquil stage. The tranquil stage was its average state of no disturbance. Vexation stage. The state where it has, had a small force mounted upon it, and it tried to fight back by irradiating its surroundings.
Wait, is this the SCP doing this, or is this like the effects when you view it?
This was the SCP.
Because it says the SCP, but I think this sounds like... I'm confused.
Mine too. See Addendum 1. Oh, well, that will explain everything. Encroachment stage. The state of much disturbance to the entity. It was only observed once. It destroyed itself and its surroundings. Addendum 1. The SCP started irradiating nearby surroundings for the first time by secreting liquid uranium from its lens. The reason for this has been found to be a fruit fly, Drosophila melanogaster, that fell on top of it, alerting its vexation stage.
Thank God we know the biological designation for fruit fly. Woo!
Thank you for the disturbance. Addendum 2. Due to the effects of an unauthorized... Well, there's the fruit fly from that fucking movie you saw.
Bro.
What was it? What, he fucking writes the thing on the windscreen?
I will kill you.
That's what he wrote on the camera lens. Due to the effects of an authorized cleaning of the room, the lead hemisphere surrounding the SCP was disturbed immensely, and the SCP entered its encroachment stage, and it, as well as its surroundings, was ripped to shreds by an anomalous force similar to claws.
How is it similar?
Similar. Later, a janitor found a paw print, verified to come from a common house cat, or Felis catus.
So I will say, of the cold posts from like authors we don't know, I think this one feels like it has the least like obvious errors. Like there's no bad spelling or grammar.
It feels
if you go by like early
to
season,
me.
Yeah. Well, hold on, I'm not finished with my review here.
Sorry.
If you go by like early season 1 standards, like series 1 standards, which I think a lot of fans are probably inspired by, nothing wrong with that. It may not feel out of place, but I think, like you said, the main things here are it's disjointed. First of all, we get these updates in regards to these addendums, but these addendums are very short.
My main problem is there's no establishment of what the fuck the thing does first.
Yeah. That's a big part of it, too. Like, it puts this before the things that caused it, and it doesn't really tell us exactly what it does. Like, it says its thing is it transmits itself to any device near it, but then it's like, it also suddenly radiates and then summons, like, a giant invisible cat. It's like, it's a little all over the place. So, like, is the SCP the cat? Is it the camera? Why do people that view it need to be killed?
Oh, yeah, why is that?
That was never mentioned either. Like, it doesn't say it, like, changes people in any way, but they just have to be terminated, I guess. But that being said, I think this, it has the bones of something, but I feel like it has no meat. You know what I mean?
Well, it feels like, it's weird thing, because it feels like there's 5 different articles trying to start, but in the same page.
Yeah. A little bit. It's like little pieces of different things, but nothing that really comes together into a central story. Kind of like Aetheral Space after Arc 3. Am I right?
Grabs you by the throat. I've had enough of this.
But at the very least, there were no like glaring like spelling or grammar issues, which I give it some credit for. I'll probably give this one, I'd say 4 out of 10.
I would respond similarly, I think.
Yeah. All right. So shall we move to the next one,
Absolutely.
my liege?
Absolutely. Try not. No, I can't say it on the podcast.
What the fuck were you about to say?
I was going to say the thing we said before. But...
Oh, you're going to say try not to come, my liege?
I was going to say it, but I guess you got no
I
problem.
said it. Oh, this next one's long, but it looks pretty competently made.
Well, it's not as long as you might think, because a lot of it is like text conversations that just sort of elongate the page.
First, I forgot to upvote the last one. Let me do that real quick, because there was no module. But the next one is SCP-6459.
Alright, it's called Happy Juice by Dado from writer Dr. Reference.
Yeah, by Dr. Reference. What is with like all these spots in the earlier series? What's going on?
Well, you see, we had to purge the earlier series for non-woke stuff because we're SJWs, you see.
Ah, that makes sense.
We like to sense the old series. Don't put this on Reddit.
Right. Bruh. Alright, and then is Dr. Reference someone of note?
I don't. Well, that's fucked up to say. I don't think we've interacted with them before. I don't know what they're of notes. It's kind of cruel.
Well, sorry. That was.
Are they
I put
important?
it the wrong way. What I meant is like this is like pretty dressed up. Like, are they someone who's been here a while? I guess of note makes it sound like I'm looking down.
Should I care about this one?
Okay, fucking never mind. I've dug myself into the hole. That's right, I hate everybody unless they're famous and can reach.
Can we get another cactus joint in here?
Can we get a cactus in the chat? Alright, I totally forgot what we were doing.
We're
reading SCPs. Yeah.
Right,
why don't you start?
Item number 6459. Containment class Cephe. Disruption class Daruk. Risk class Cortian. Containment procedures. All known instances.
Cortian's my favorite misspelling that you do or mispronunciation because that's like the most subtle one.
All known instances of SCP-6459 are stored in a standard anomalous containment locker located in Site-152. Any and all persons being affected by the SCP to be held in humanoid observation cells, with regular interviews being conducted by site researchers. Wrong site.
Ooh, whoa. Buddy, that's the wrong site. I believe.
Well, maybe it affects their eyes. You don't know.
SITE. You know what? If that's the case, you're allowed to put me on the cross and nail my hands in. I'll allow it.
Foundation therapists and parapsychologists have been provided to the affected, and shout address any adverse effects resulting from SCP-6459.
I assume should address any adverse
Just
effects.
scream in the face like the therapist from last time.
This is making me think that people overlook things like the spelling mistakes when there's fancy CSS. It's like, how do people not catch
Exactly,
this?
because they're SJWs.
Oh my god. Yeah, stop being woke and start writing some red-pilled SCPs about the manosphere.
What is a red pill SCP?
It's literally just the red pill from the Matrix.
SCP-2994 is my grind set. You mad, bro?
SCP-7568 is my morning routine, and if you follow it every day for a year, you'll make $1 million.
Hey guys, welcome back to SCP Survival Red Pill Status.
Oh my god.
This is my new
With all the
channel.
like meme SCPs about celebrities and stuff, I'm surprised no one's written like a Gary V parody SCP. That'd be so funny.
Under the event that any civilians report symptoms similar to that of the SCP, they have to be detained for questioning. If the SCP is determined to be the cause of such symptoms, there should be a full stop, not a comma after questioning, I think. An observation cell will be provided. Description.
Alright, so we've got some rough grammar in the containment procedures already, but it's mainly just like structuring stuff and some misspellings. It's not too bad yet. It makes me think that maybe it was less like incompetence, but like someone wrote this on their phone and then just didn't go back and edit it. Because it feels a little bit like that, if that makes sense. Because this is like the stuff I see in Aetheral Space sometimes.
You fucker. Description. The SCP-6459 refers to a viscous brown substance housed in small cylindrical containers labelled Happy Juice by Dado. The SCP's chemical composition is currently indeterminate and likely anomalous in nature. The anomalous properties of the SCP only become evident upon the consumption of at least 10 of at least 10 is that right? I can't even tell so many fucking L's and I's.
Milliliters, it's spelled right. You're just incapable of reading.
By a human or human-adjacent life form like Darnell. The SCP has been tested on a variety of near-human anomalies, with similar effects being noticed in each case. No human-adjacent experiments have been documented for
Is that a fucking category the Foundation does? Human adjacent? Why not just say humanoid?
Well, because humanoid could be like a scarecrow.
Human adjacent is any life form that's like next to a human.
Yeah. Upon consumption, the subject will experience vertigo-like symptoms, with vision impairment and disorientation being especially prominent. Symptoms will continue for around 5 minutes.
Why are you doing it backwards? The parentheses are after the numbers.
No, because the numbers are coming first here rather than the words.
Oh! You're right, he is doing it... Wait, why are... Hold on. Wait, this is fucking me up. I didn't even notice that.
I paid close attention.
Why? What? Okay, you're right. So we have to whisper the numbers first.
Yes, and then say them normal.
Okay.
Once consciousness has been resumed, the subject will continuously experience vivid hallucinations of a multitude of entities, hereby referred to as -1. The number of entities varies wildly. The subject is typically scrutinizing 5 to 20. 20 in view at any given time.
This is hard. I'm not used to it. Throwing off my game.
-1 instances vary slightly in appearance, though any visual distinction is not very significant. -1 instances approximately 3 meters in height, and somewhat resemble a mature male human. Much of a -1 instance's appearance is obscured by a black velvet trench coat, stretching from the entity's neck to its feet.
Wait, are the -1s the hallucinations, or the people that have imbibed it?
Those are the hallucinations.
Okay.
-1 instances are continuously smiling to such a degree impossible for the typical person. The hands of an SCP-1 instance are extended disproportionately toward its body. In one or more of these hands, a typical McDonald's Big Mac with chunks taken out of it will be tightly gripped at all times. Attempts to remove the burger from -1's hands will result in the grip growing tighter, until the item's structural integrity is in significant jeopardy. Just like me when someone tries to take my McDonald's Big Mac.
Is it the Hamburglar? Is the Hamburglar the hallucination?
Maybe. Dash 1 instances will congregate to the walls of any room that the subject enters. Once the wall has been reached, they will tend to remain immobile, only moving when the subject has entered a new room. When the subject is not in a closed space...
Oh my god,
Anomalous! Correct the bugs.
Jesus Christ. Anomalous can't work miracles. He's not God, Tanhony.
Space.
Space.
Thank you, Anomalous. Dash 1 instances will tend to frantically run around the subject. This isn't actually Tanhony. Tanhony is still away. This is the AI he's created to replace him.
This is the Tanhony robot after I shot the Tanhony clone.
Attempts to interact with these entities have proven frivolous, with no obvious response or motion on behalf of the Dash 1 instance. The effects of the SCP have proven detrimental to mental health and stability, with subjects often describing feelings of paranoia, discomfort, depression, and anxiety. In at least 12 cases, subject reported thoughts of, is this a word? Suicidality.
I'm gonna look it up and see if it's a word. I think it would just be thoughts of suicide,
suicidality.
Though. I'm looking up suicidality, and I'm not getting... Oh, here we go. The American Psychological Association defines suicidality as the risk of suicide.
Okay.
So they didn't quite use it right in the
sentence. It
is
is a word. I've never heard that word before. Yeah. None of these subjects have ever experienced similar thoughts at an equivalent intensity. In approximately half of all known cases, the subject attempted to harm the Dash 1 instances, usually resulting in some form of injury on behalf of the subject. In all known cases, the subject was at least partially convinced of the existence of Dash 1 instances beyond hallucinations. Multiple cases have resulted in the subject showing aggression to Foundation personnel due to their denial of the situation. Can I popcorn the start of this addendum to you?
Sure. Addendum 6459.1-Discovery. Oh, I shouldn't have read the dash out loud. Robert Allen, a former Pennsylvania-based politician and the first known person to be under the effect of 6459, reported demons following him around to the PPD, Philadelphia Police Department, on May 17th, 2019. Wouldn't they just fucking assume he's, like, on acid or something and, like, put him somewhere? Where would you put someone if they were on acid? That's a good question.
I'd put them in, like, a closet and start screaming about the monsters attacking.
That's so evil.
It's like you have to be the. I'd throw in the closet and be like, you have to be the one to survive.
So just like induce panic.
And
FBI UIU.
Like slamming a steak with a hammer.
They're coming. They're coming. They're coming.
Leia! You son of a bitch! You'll never take me alive.
The calls coming from inside the house.
Just like 5 different scenarios.
Just overload
it's
them.
Like they sounds like a kid's nursery rhyme in a creepy voice.
Okay, shit, fuck. An FBI UIU, Federal Bureau of Investigation Unusual Incidents Unit, investigation of the situation was quickly conducted, at which point R. Allen was brought into Foundation custody, where he remains to this day. I don't think I've ever seen someone abbreviate the first name.
Also, Foundation should be capitalized.
I find it very interesting that they go from like designating the biological like species like the Latin name for a fucking fruit fly, but they can't be bothered to write Robert more than once. It's like, oh, that's too much work.
Fruit fly was not
R.
possessed.
Allen has not willingly shared any information surrounding how the item was contained, likely due to the influence of 6459's effects. The following text conversation, the following text conversation was discovered on Robert Allen's cell phone and is believed to accurately depict the events of the SCP's initial acquisition. Footnote: the recipient of R. Allen's message is believed to be a person of interest, Dado, a parapharmacological novice of unknown
Novice?
origin.
He's made more articles than everyone else combined.
Do you want to be Dado or the guy?
I'd love to be Dado.
Hey, I got this number from the ad on
I wouldn't
Parawatch.
vote for this fucking guy as my politician.
I have a request for you.
Oh yes, Parawatch big business of money ad. Good idea to come to Dado's store. What do you need?
Well, I've been pretty depressed recently. My antidepressants haven't been working too well recently, and my girlfriend just left me. Me after the guy like talks about how his life's falling apart. You used recently twice in 2 sentences in a row. My doctor doesn't know what to do about my depression. That's a bad doctor.
My doctor's
I've
like,
just been
circus,
so
like, I
lonely.
am cured. Circus is in town. Go see the clown Palagino.
But doctor, I am Clown Palashina. Doctor, I'm so depressed. Have you tried just being happy? Do you think you could help?
You need not be lonely? Easy.
Awesome. What do your prices for something like this look like? Hello?
Sorry, Dado was getting burger. Very hungry.
Why did his voice change to my voice?
Because his Dado, his accent cannot stay consistent by law.
Getting a burger took you 7 hours. This guy's so fucking needy. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
it's like he's got depression or something.
Yeah. Getting a burger took you 7 hours?
Like Dado says, very, very hungry.
Whatever. What do the prices look like?
Done. Leave good Dado review.
Wait, what? Is this box from you?
Yes, is. It gave a lot of extra for friends.
Do I have to pay you?
No.
How much should I take?
Just one.
One what? Canister?
Just one.
What the hell? What did you just do to me?
I have a few side effects. It'd be okay soon. Please leave Dado very review. Dado's still new to bees knees.
Bees knees? That's the best part of this article. Help! What did you do to me?
You say you're lonely. Dado give you friend smile.
I'm calling the police.
Dado know law very well. All is legal.
I actually don't think like manufacturing designer drugs is
I think it's legal.
Regardless of how anonymous they
I
are,
disagree.
whatever the fuck. How do I get rid of them?
No refund at Fine Dado Organization and Salon.
See, now they're going too off with Dado. It's like it's too quirky. Go to hell.
Okay, bye-bye. Overbiosnios to you. Hope you happy with Dado products. Like, that is funny.
Okay, that
But
brought it back.
I feel like this is out of character for Dado a little bit. Well, I don't know what it is.
I
to the
agree.
end. Maybe it's like fake Dado.
Yeah. Oh god, do you want to read
Yeah,
these boring
sure.
looking experimentation
Well, I
logs?
assume they're part of the articles, so I probably think we should.
Oh, sorry. Note. More than 80 tests of SCP-6459 have been conducted since its discovery, though most were not of particular note. Only 4 have been included for
There's
brevity.
5.
I feel like that's the opposite of how an experiment would work. You usually put the thing that's consistently happening, not the outlier cases. Alright, go ahead. Read these
Instructions. D18972 is instructed to consume a canister of the SCP. They report significant disorientation and ringing sensation in his ear. Symptoms grow worse over the following 2 minutes as nausea and blurred vision develop. After 5 minutes, the D-Class drops to the ground unconscious. Approximately 3 hours later, the D-Class reports seeing 7 SCP-1 instances of the corners of the cell. I've devoted myself to the bit. I'm sick of doing this fucking whispering now. But I can't stop. The D-Class was later terminated after multiple acts of aggression towards staff, with one altercation leading to the death of 4 personnel. Jesus Christ, you fucking Jason
I love how
Bourne.
this implies...
Why, you fucking
like,
took
for
out 4
D-Class.
of them?
Yeah, like if you mouth off or cause too much trouble, they just kill you.
But how, it's like fucking John Wick, he started taking out 4 guys.
Oh, I missed the death of 4 personnel part at the end there. Oh, Jesus.
It's like fucking fight.
Damn. And this was while he had significant disorientation? Jesus.
The hallucinations were
This
giving
guy
him
must have been a
tips.
beast. This was like a fucking Baki villain they had as a
That's the world's
D-Class.
strongest life form.
He's like, I want to taste defeat.
And then for the
Alright,
next
give
one.
me the next one.
D-Class is instructed to consume two SCP canisters in rapid succession.
Also, time out. The footnote says it includes 4.
That's what I said.
just noticed there
That's
are
what I said.
5. That's fucked up.
This is a twisted article. It's lying to me.
I know.
This is like, I remember seeing the Silent Hill like Shattered Memories opening screen where it's like, warning, this game will play you as much as you play it. We can find
I love
it.
that,
We
actually.
can find it for you.
Yeah, find it for me, but we'll watch it later. Actually, while
Where's
you
the
find it, I'm gonna
picture,
get
so?
water. Okay, hold on. That's not showing up on mic, is it?
Well, I don't know.
Me collecting water?
No. Please read out what you see.
Okay, hang on, I'm sitting back down. Alright, what'd you send me, bubby?
This is where it opens with Silent Hill.
Psychology warning! This video game psychologically profiles you as you play. It gets to know who you really are, then uses this information to change itself. Isn't this the game where, like, if you look at boobs too much, it, like, gives you a bad end? It uses its knowledge against you, creating your own personal nightmare. This game plays you as much as you play it. Damn.
This was... Imagine everything a fucking SCP article with that. The D-Class reports significant discomfort. After 35 seconds, he collapses to the ground in a comatose state. After four days, the D-Class regained consciousness, though immediately began asphyxiating.
It's interesting to me that the -1s are the hallucinations, and that's what this was created for, but it seems like the SCP mainly focuses on like how sick it makes people that drink it, which is weird to me.
Despite that...
And it doesn't really seem to touch on the Hamburglar aspect of it.
You assumed the Hamburglar aspect.
Because he said it was like a guy with a hamburger wearing a black... Have you seen the Hamburglar? And he had a black velvet trench coat.
I don't think he wears a trench coat. Doesn't he wear like a black and white shirt?
Yeah, with like a little cape.
Oh, that's...
But he has...
So, not a trench coat.
Fuck you. It's the Hamburglar.
It expired after two minutes. Didn't even bother whispering that time. Autopsy revealed that the cause of death was strangulation. D12113 and D18405 are instructed to each consume a canister of the SCP at the same time.
Why?
I don't know, just fucking do it. Both report similar symptoms. Typical...
Just fucking do it. I love all these fancy doctors, all this funding, and they're like, I don't know, just make shit up for them to try. Fuck it. Have two people do it at the same time.
Both report similar symptoms typical of the SCP. 6 minutes, both had lost consciousness.
Alright.
Hold on a fucking second. This next one is fucking unhinged. Within 3 hours. D18405 and why is hours in the brackets? And awoken. At which point she reported 20 SCP-6459-1 instances standing in the room. 8 hours later, the D-Class regained consciousness and reported seeing the same 20 instances. When the D-Class left the cell, the other D-Class reported seeing 11 of the instances living with her, a story corroborated by the first D-Class. Further testing determined whether or not -1 instances of shared hallucinations is currently waiting approval.
Wait, but those are different numbers.
Yeah. One canister of the SCP is thoroughly mixed into a member of the Rattus norvegicus species' water bowl. Why is everyone doing this today? It's a rat.
Yeah, come on. You can just say rat. I don't think the Foundation gives us.
I prefer you say rat because I don't have to spend a second thinking about what it fucking is.
I'm gonna look up Rattus norvegicus. This better be like a special rat.
Badger's not a fucking rat now.
Yeah, let me look it up. I'm googling. It won't let me copy and paste it. Heartbeat shotgun. Let me copy and paste Rattus norvegicus. There we go. Okay. It is brown. It's literally like the common rat.
Despite the consumption of a full human dose of the SCP, no effects were noticed. And then D8912 is instructed to consume one canister of the SCP on a daily basis. Redacted. 71 confirmed casualties at present. Further testing of the SCP is forbidden indefinitely. Can you read out the instruction?
Why are they still feeding him? Jesus, how many days did it go on for?
It's still going.
What? Why does it make them deadly all of a sudden? What is happening with this SCP? I don't like it. It feels all over the place.
Well, let's popcorn this little paragraph off to you, and then we'll do the text log.
Addendum 6459-3, further investigation of origin. The following messages were gathered from a text chain between Dr. Oh, am I echoing in your thing?
I don't think so.
I'm going insane.
It's because you drank the thing, but now I've got Hamburglers.
I drank the juice. The following messages were gathered from a text chain between Dr. Alicia Brown and person of interest / parapharmacologist Dato. The conversation was approved by the Foundation in order to determine the origin of 6459 and to generally learn more about Dato. The phone number of this entity was gathered from the phone of Robert Allen. The number has since been deactivated. Hello? Is this Dato? Hello? Is anyone there? It's not a goddamn phone call. You don't have to keep... Jesus
yes,
Christ.
this Dato. Sorry if I type slow. I had to feed Hamper. Do you want good dental medicine product or laundry or Tanhony?
Tan? They have
We
Tanhony?
sell many Tanhony.
Not exactly. I come from the SCP Foundation. I have a few questions for you. Oh no.
You from Special Crayon Production Facility? Why don't you answer dental call?
Unfortunately, I am not able to help you with any crayon-related customer service issues. I mean that I work for the secure Why are you just giving him this information? Why? Also, is that really what it's called, the Secure Contain Protect Foundation?
Well, there's a way to say it. But...
Why are you telling him this? Why would they allow her to do this? I'm sorry if that was unclear. You're a secret... Alright, I'm getting angry at this for no reason. I have no reason to be angry about this. This doesn't affect me. Go ahead, read your line.
Oh no! It seemed Dado had tragically died from the accident car. Unfortunately, Dado am now ghost and must prepare for a ghost annual talent show. No more talk. Bye.
This is weird because it almost makes Dado seem like an idiot because I know he's silly, but isn't it implied in like his early articles that he's like pretty good at evading like being discovered?
Yeah, he's like the Roadrunner.
Yeah, so it seems really weird that they just get this text conversation. He's like doing the equivalent of crinkling paper up to the phone and being like, I'm going through a tunnel. With all due respect, sir, I know that is not the truth. I get that you may not be the most fond of our organization, but we are just here to ask questions.
Okay, fine. You can't, Dado. That was lie. You very mean to Dado.
Why did they make Dado like 5?
Maybe he is 5 in this one. It's prequel.
I'm sorry for any problems that have arose due to our operations. Why? Why are you...
I'm so sorry, sir. I never wanted to make a video like this.
Man.
I just want to apologize to Dado. What do you wanna?
I would like to know who you are.
I fucking told you. I'm Dado Big Medicine Man in hair salon. No money laundering in her salon. Dado swears no break law.
Are you anyone's subordinate?
Dado, I'm charge of Dado buys nice.
Do you work alone?
A hamster.
What do you use to develop your products?
No Dado patents. Must shh, not tell. Dado recipe very shh. Wait, why should Dado talk to you? You just mean and hurt Dado business. Dado need make Dado ad on Prepare Watch because you scare all very happy Dado customer.
We're only trying to prevent the public from learning about the
like
anomalous.
Dado fucking cares.
Oh, why? We love anomalous. Why? This is like the most infantile conversation I've ever read in a conversation log. It's like 2 kindergartners talking to each other. Your products happen to go against our mission statement.
They don't care about mission statement. They don't need food, and Dado store not make enough money now because you. And Dado gonna leave. You don't like Dado, Dado no like you.
We're completely willing to help you in any way. What?
What are you talking about, Dr. Brown?
In any way that doesn't go against our mission statement. We want to help. Hello, Dado?
Dado, please.
Alright, so...
That's how I end every conversation with Darnell. Hello, Dado.
I think this is what some people were afraid of. I don't want the cold post readings to just evolve to, like, getting angry or, like, overly making fun of. But this one made me upset because it had a positive rating before we read it, which I think implies that some people at SCP really do care more about the CSS than the fucking content. Because I think this was arguably worse than
this is big takes from Darnell. Let's listen.
Well, because like I arguably think this one had a ton of mistakes from spelling and grammar to structure to writing to plot. Like everything about this I didn't like, and like there were so many random elements to the fucking happy juice. It really felt like they just wanted to force these like silly Dado conversations in. They didn't really care about their SCP, but these don't really seem true to like Dado or the Foundation either. It's just like all over the place. But it has a positive rating. And I think this is like worse than some of the other cold posts we read, and I think people gave this one more credit because I'll admit it's very fancy CSS. It's got really cool like text format. It's got the little chart up for the logs. I respect that, and it's got like a nice image, and someone clearly put their work into this. I don't want to make fun of them for that, but like it makes me angry that this one seems to be doing well than some of the other cold posts we've read just because it's like all structured neatly. I'm definitely giving this a
I mentioned this
downvote.
during the because it seems very out of character for Data. It seems like a weird pseudo Data. Like I don't think Data would talk like this. Like
Yeah.
his spell is like the misspellings aren't like consistent either because he spells business like a different fucking way every time. And
Yeah.
like you said, like it seems like 5 of that. I was thinking that this was maybe like a prequel. This was like I thought this was like very very early Data at first, but it doesn't seem to be the case. I must have misinterpreted that. But that would help, I think. Which is like
Yeah, if he was like 10-year-old
yeah,
Data.
exactly. That'd be fucking great.
Out of elementary school.
Exactly. It's like Dado.
Yeah,
It's Dado Junior.
I'm
Dado's
gonna have
son.
to give this one a. I'm gonna have to give this one a downvote. I was not a fan, but you know what? It was very cleanly put together, like
And
appearance
for that, I
wise.
must upvote.
Yeah, I think if you worked on your dialogues more and you did a little more examining on what you were trying to, as I also didn't really sense any sort of theme or message or like something to be taken from this article. I feel like the author really just wanted an excuse to write a Dado dialogue, but the dialogue did not feel like a Dado dialogue.
Right.
That's the impression I got anyway. Do you think we have time for one more?
I think we do. I've got a fairly short one. Here.
Alright, what number?
SCP-7223. This one is called The Smiling Winner by Tommy Tato.
Well, actually, there was one posted 10 minutes ago if you want to read that instead.
I've got the list already when we started.
Alright. Oh my god. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
And also the new ones
This is
are very long.
Have you scrolled down this page,
I want to
Dan?
give it a first shake.
Okay.
Smile.
Okay, let's read it.
Can I popcorn this one so you? My throat hurts.
Oh my god, fuck you.
You just said it so
Yeah,
short.
okay.
You just said.
Item number. SCP. What's the title for
The
this one, by the way?
Smiling Winner. I'm the smiling
Item
winner.
number. SCP-7223. Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. A copy of the SCP is to be stored on a 126GB USB. That's a very, specific gigabyte size. And stored in Containment Locker 619. I don't even know if they come in that size. Wouldn't it be like 120?
And the foundation is technology
Actually, you know
far
what?
beyond what you can comprehend.
Maybe I'm insane. Let me look up 126GB USB. It'd be like 128. Okay. And stored in Containment Locker 619. Along with a burner computer for I think that should have just been part of the
Yeah,
same
it should be a
sentence.
comma.
Along with a burner computer for future testing. Description. And by the way, the photo is like a Roblox guy with a hat that says Roblox, and all his body parts are like the same smile face.
I'm scared.
SCP-7223, aka Smiling Winner, is a Keter class SCP. This SCP is residing on the gaming platform known as Roblox.
Terrifying.
Alright, so I'm already noticing there's a lack of punctuation here.
The SCP.
I'm not seeing any full stops. Yeah, he took them all. This SCP is a dangerous containment hazard for any device. Once a computer is in contact of SCP-7223, the computer will begin showing images, capitalized, of the cosmetic item Winning Smile. The Smiling Winner is one of the most dangerous viruses known to the Foundation. If the USB containing it comes to if the USB containing 7223 comes in contact of any computer relating to the Foundation, not capitalized, 7223 will be able to access almost all of the files to every SCP in the database. I'm surprised that it's not separated into subnetworks.
No, just one
like
big
stuff.
bundle
Or
of
like-
files.
Yeah. It's all inside the downloads folder of one computer.
There are 5, 6. I need to check out the downloads.
On the platform Roblox. Why does it do Roblox in quotes?
Because
Shouldn't
Roblox
you
isn't a real
italicize
game.
it? Would you italicize
I
it
would
when you
think
reference
so,
something,
yeah.
or is that just like an artistic? Is that just? I actually am wondering if you reference an official property, is italicizing it like the correct writer way to do it, or is that just like a general thing writers decided?
I would feel like italicizing, but I don't think there's like an actual reason for it.
Yeah, I don't think it's like an English grammar rule or anything. I think that's just what people do.
Exactly.
SCP-7223-1 is the Roblox account Smiling Winner. The Smiling virus induced by 7223 is believed to originate from one of the games created by Smiling Winner. The game in question is called PM606
Is this
and can cause nausea, severe discomfort, and the area of one's genitals to begin itching violently.
This is a bad ad if it is, because I don't want to play it now. I don't want that to happen to my
man.
genitals.
Smiling Winter, once in contact with one of these infected computers, can talk to the Foundation members for about 3 minutes before the computer shuts off due to overloading of the computer. We have learned many things from Smiling Winter. For one, Smiling Winter has control over every person diagnosed with schizophrenia.
I've got a vibe here that Smiling Winter is the writer's friend who he's making fun of.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Jesus Christ. I'm also getting a vibe that this is written by someone who might be a little on the younger side. Perhaps not of the age gap.
Audience.
Yeah, perhaps not of the age required to be on the wiki, I would guess.
But we can't prove that.
We have learned that the Roblox account Smiling Winter is indeed owned by him. Oh, thank goodness. And then it just says Smiling Winter. I'm not gay!
I'm not gay.
It says that while making like a fucking like Giorno Jojo face.
I'm not gay. Not yet, at least, as he grabs the artifact.
I just imagine, sorry, in my head I'm like imagining a meme. I'm imagining you saying like, I'm not gay, and like it does that thing where like the face becomes like super realistic and wrinkly and it like plays a little tune after it. I don't know. It's stupid. SCP-7223-4 is known by the alias
the other things
Wraith.
in between. This is where I'm wonderful.
Yeah, wait, why did we jump to -4?
Very mysterious.
And is extremely dangerous. Wraith is believed to be the creator of the Smiling Virus, and from the communication intercepted by the Foundation, Wraith is described as being very emo, and is not to be tested.
Definitely the writer's friends.
This is exactly what I'm thinking. Wraith is also known for their own, own signature face, as seen below.
Badass.
And it's like a little evil badass face. Fuck yeah. God, alright, can you save that image, Tan, and then post it into the editing chat, and then ping Hamiltoe and say the thumbnail needs to be us two with those faces?
Sure.
Alright, I'm going to trust you to do that.
Of course I will.
Intercepted voice logs. Smiling Winter. Dude, Wraith! I'm about to bust! Wraith. Shit, man. Oh, shit. The allegation. This is the best part.
What are you seeing, Darnell? What do you L5 see?
The allegations, and then it's just a list of the fucking smiling face over and over. Alright, so for the fact that this is, I don't think there's a single sentence without a grammatical or spelling error.
However,
there's, like, nothing here. Like you said, this is very clearly, like, someone writing about their Roblox friends. I don't think this even classifies as any kind of storytelling. I'm gonna have to give this one the first ever, I'm gonna have to give it a -2 out of 10, I think.
Damn.
I'm just really not a fan. I'll have to downvote it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was rough. It was brutal, but it had to happen. And this was written by Tom Toe, for reference.
Did he eat one? We'll find out next time.
Yeah. Alright, do you think we have time for one more, or should we
I think
call
we
it
probably
here?
call it there.
I feel bad that the listeners had to listen to almost 10 minutes of me, like, not even doing a good job of talking about the OGL situation. Oh, man. What's Cactus Gardener? Oh, wait, we can read Cactus Gardener. This one's super short.
Sure.
7681.
Yeah, I've got that here.
And this is by Loafer, spelled Loapher.
Are you sure?
Alright, you ready?
It's not
Yeah.
LOA like loaf of bread?
No, it's loaf.
I've got it written down wrong then.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah, I'll take over. Item number SCP-7681 Cactus Gardener. Object class not Euclid anymore, but gone back to pending. Interesting. Special containment procedures. The SCP has been contained in a humanoid class cell in Site 17. There must be at least 5 inches of sand on the floor, and this sand should be rotated out on a bi-monthly basis. She is to be given any plant containment receptacle, such as a ceramic plant pot, on request. Update, I almost said. Update.
Oh my god.
Update.
Update.
No plant holder or sand given can contain tin under any circumstance. If it contains tin, it could lead to a K-class end-of-the-world scenario.
Why?
You just could. Due to this, reclassification to Keter is currently pending, as well as a request to move it to a higher security containment chamber. ...
Why? All you have to do is not give her sand. Or tin, I mean.
Description. The SCP is an 11-year-old human girl with no abnormal biology, believed to be of Canadian descent.
I love Canadian descent. That can mean so many things.
Subject. Well done. She can anomalously create cacti as long as she's within 10 feet of the target area, and the target area has at least 5 feet of sand. The cactus plants.
Why is this written like a goddamn D&D ability?
Well, you better be careful with these because they're going to make you pay royalties. The cactus plants fully mature in 10 minutes and then cease growth. These cactus plants are labeled -1. It is believed that after an instance of -1 ceases growth, it anonymously translates all its further gained nutrients to the SCP, so long as you move in 10-meter radius of the plants.
Wrong, it's you.
If an instance of -1 is outside its 10-meter radius for a full 48 hours, it will violently explode, sending dangerous needles everywhere. During containment, at least redacted officers perished by being impaled from the skull or ribcage.
Why is
You're
the
going to have to
number
give me a
how many
hell
dead
of a
what's
number
redacted?
to justify that redaction. It'd be like 1 billion.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, why would the number of people killed be redacted?
The
of
girl
all
has a
things?
friendly demeanour and no intent to harm anyone despite this. This was the end of the tin though.
I'm gonna have to give this one a down vote, but I still would give it a higher rating than the last one. I think I would give this one like a solid 1 out of 10. I think this was also probably written by someone very young, but I feel like they made a try. But they didn't really do anything. They didn't really give enough info here that like draws you in. It's just like a girl that makes cactuses and the cacti explode.
Was the end of the world fucking go into it?
Hey, you know what they say about SCP? It's all about what you can imagine in your head instead of giving too much away.
Oh, okay.
you tell me. I wonder if there's anything on the nothing on the discussion page. All right, and with that, I think we're ready for the comment
Absolutely,
reading, shall
I
we?
love the comments. I love to read them too.
Well, I hate the comments.
My child loves comments.
My child hates comments.
We've got very few comments today. But this is
Well, to be
why.
fair, that's because
because
we're reading a day early.
so this is the VIP lounge.
Yeah, sorry guys, we do
Sorry,
normally
Slowpokes.
record and read. We do normally record and read comments on Sundays, but this Sunday I'm working, so we had to do it on Saturday. So only a small number of you have made it into this one. Be proud of who you are.
You
Are
sure
you
be
ready?
proud of you are, even if you didn't comment.
Real Surreal Sir says, I rapidly went from very anti to pro the idea of shifting gears to FNAF episodes based on ideas if y'all playing and guessing or making up the lore as you
We'll
go.
look into this. Fucking Elon
Yeah,
Musk.
could be
Look
fun.
into it.
An anonymous writer says, seems like the articles read by Lost to Time as the links are now blank. Also, we'll be awaiting
All
the
these
sequel.
moments fucking disappear like tears in rain.
God damn. That's a banger line,
Yeah, I
dude.
can't remove myself smile.
That's almost certainly existed somewhere else. Tears and rain. God damn. That could be a lyric.
Oh yeah.
Comedy Man helps us. Comedy Man helps us. Just got the future telling security camera installed at my place, and it's showing Tanhony in my house.
Your comments have been a little bit too sassy. It's time to teach you a lesson. Paranormal tantivity.
Oh my god.
Smugly.
Smugly.
Going back to the Five Nights at Freddy's, you must now stop me from getting through your house by observing me.
Yeah, you have to hold the doors up closed at the right time. I love your Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, it's so good. Smugly says, how are you only on episode 4? Good question. Orchid Stream says, he's just Soren's friend. That's so sad. Tanhony's friend was so right when he said this. Heartbeat Shotgun. I'm not reading the rest of your comment.
Hey.
Fuck you.
Keep reading. That's one of our
No.
precious comments.
It says, anyways, that third SCP speaks Russian and is very introverted. That's just me. Sorry, Foundation. Also, OMG, I also ate paper and flowers as a kid. Wait, but I am a flower.
Attack
Oh,
on
no.
Titan. The fucking whole Titan.
Bite my pedals. Fucking fade to Aaron pointing over the ocean. What's his famous line when he's
If we
pointing
kill
over
all
the
our
ocean?
enemies over there, will we finally be free?
That's what it was. I thought it was. You're gonna make fun of me for this. I straight up thought it was his freedom that way.
You're killing me. His freedom that way. Amen. I can't stop thinking about it now. His freedom that way.
Make a laugh, Aaron. Oh, fuck me. JTKC says 4. Count them 4. That's it. That's all he said. Well, this was truly the episode of all time. This
was the greatest episode we've ever done. Citation needed.
Yeah.
Smile.
I don't even know what to call this one. I'm so lost.
There's freedom that way.
There's freedom that way. And the thumbnail will have no, that we already told him to do, will have no relation to the title. Alright. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
There's freedom that way.
Are we done now? Jay, hit stop. Yeah. Okay.
Bye. When the subject is not in a closed space, sorry.